Good Monday morning, South Carolina weather watching. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Monday. Starting off, what is going on throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, right now, there is some rainfall going out through pretty much a lot. Like when I say a lot, I mean a good amount of the state. From the upstate, getting pretty much some regional to widespread shower activity. And then even in the Midlands, getting some of that activity. The low country, not much, but some. And the PD and the Grand Strand, same thing. Not much, but some. The main areas right now, obviously, being the Midlands and the upstate. But what's going on throughout the entire U.S., like the entire country? Rainfall going to North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois, with even some more rainfall going on over here inside of the Northwest. Also going in the North Central U.S., North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming. Snowfall going on in Montana, Idaho, and then even some rainfall and some snowfall going on throughout the Pacific Northwest. Now, if we go in and look at our cloud cover for right now, obviously throughout much of the state right now as we speak, and if we go in and look at that for our future, that cloud cover will remain as we go throughout like the next 18 hours or so all the way through this evening. Current temperatures right now 55 in Columbia as well as 56 in Orangeburg, 59 in Somerville as well as 59 in Georgetown, 59 in Murrells Inlet as well as 58 in Myrtle Beach, 56 in Conway as well as 54 in Florence, 53 Hartsville, even around 57 in North Myrtle Beach, 62 in Charleston, even around 50 inside of Greenville, Spartanburg, 50 also in York, 52 in Clemson, 51 in Rock Hill and Anderson, even 49 in Gaffney. High temperatures for tonight. You are looking at for today, you are looking at these right. 50 in Greenville, 51 in Spartanburg, as well as 51 in Anderson, 53 in Rock Hill, as well as 55 in Clemson, 56 inside of Orangeburg, around 46 in Barnwell, 63 in Walterboro, 69 in Charleston, as well as 65 in Georgetown, 64 in Montclair, as well as 60 in Florence, 65 also in Georgetown and Myrtle Beach. For your wind for today, winds will be honestly around 10 to around 20 miles per hour today. 10 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds for today. So we will be looking at some breezy condition, even as you go into those wind gusts. Wind gusts will be gusting all the way from 20, 25, 30 miles per hour today. So it's going to be a bit of a breezy day today. Rainfall a lot is possible. Goes from a hundredth of an inch or a half an inch to an inch possible for Dillon, Florence, Sumter, going into Orangeburg, Barnwell, and even going into Myrtle Beach and Walterboro. Then maybe even an inch to an inch and a half possible in Moncks Corner, going into Georgetown, Winsboro, going into Columbia, Aiken, Camden, Chirac, and then an inch and a half to 2 inches possible in Hilton Head Island, Rock Hill, Lawrence, Newbury, potentially. Greenville is also included. 2 to 3 inches possible in Spartanburg and Charleston, and then some other areas as well in the upstate. Charleston County going over there near the South Carolina Georgia border, and even up there South Carolina North Carolina border as well. Crazy score out of 42 for today. It's on the moderate category. Obviously, breezy conditions. Going to be cloudy all day. Going to be rainy for a lot of us all day. Isolated flash flooding, thunderstorms, and speaking of thunderstorms, yes, everyone in the state of South Carolina has a chance for a thunderstorm today. So make sure that you're watching for that. And then for excessive rainfall, isolated flash flooding is possible here. Greenville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, York, Due West, Greenwood, Edgefield, McCormick, Anderson, Seneca, all these areas up here, Pickens, all have an isolated chance of some flash flooding. So now what about the models? Here we go right here at 9 o'clock in the morning. You go in and push this forward. That rainfall stretches all the way over to like the PD, Grand Strand, Low Country by this afternoon. And by 2 o'clock p.m., you're really just starting to see a lot of heavy rainfall still up there inside the upstate and still inside of the PD areas. And even the Low Country getting some around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Then it moves to around like 6 to 8 o'clock over there inside of the Grand Strand areas. Upstate, though, seems like they're going to be getting the majority of the rain throughout the system. While I mean, it looks like you're almost getting rain constantly if you're up there. But if you're down like in the Low Country and in the Grand Strand and the PD, you almost get like a little bit of a break at times. Now there might be a break at times up there. I'm not saying you're going to get rain all day, like for 6, 7, 8 hours straight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for the most part, it looks like the areas with the most breaks, definitely Low Country and the Grand Strand area. Then for the Tropics, Melissa is still out here. Now let's see, this is now, if we go to the cone, it's now a 160 mile per hour storm. This is a Category 5 hurricane. And it says, and this is what it looks like if you want to see what it looks like. We're going to go through this fast because it is the morning. I have to get somewhere. There was already no intro. There will not be an outro either. But you can see I was kind of going to the west a little bit here, which, the cone kind of shows that it's going to be going a little bit more to the west, moving west at 3 miles per hour. But right now, Jamaica, do not venture out of your safe shelter. Catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and numerous landslides are likely today through Tuesday. Destructive winds, especially in the mountains, will begin this evening, leading to extensive infrastructural damage, isolated communities as well. Storm surge and damaging waves are expected along the southern coast through Tuesday. For Haiti and the Dominican Republic, catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and landslides are expected across the southwestern Haiti and southern portions of Dominican Republic through midweek. In Haiti, extensive infrastructural damage and isolation of communities is likely. Tropical storm conditions are expected late Tuesday and Wednesday. For eastern Cuba, heavy rainfall with life-threatening and potentially catastrophic flash flooding and landslides are expected to begin today. Life-threatening storm surge and damaging winds are expected late Tuesday and Tuesday night. Preparation should be rushed to completion. And for the southeastern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, hurricane conditions, life-threatening storm surge, and heavy rainfall are possible on Wednesday. Residents should follow advice given by local officials and make sure that they have their preparations complete by Tuesday night. So that is what's going on there. In terms of the cone, again, no update, really. Pretty much the same from yesterday. No threat to South Carolina at all. Will we receive some rip currents from it? Maybe. I mean, we already have a chance of rip currents today. Pretty much everyone has a chance for some rip currents. The entire coastal area, high risk of rip currents is there in effect for us. So we do have to watch for that. If you're going to the beaches, high risk of rip currents there. I would go on and talk about the models and stuff like that, but it's the morning, so we're gonna go on and leave, actually, because I have some stuff that I have to go attend to, and so there's not gonna be an intro and outro, or just gonna upload just the regular footage with nothing else into it. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Make sure that you're back here tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with your Monday evening forecast update, and everyone have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Make sure you hit those two buttons, like and subscribe, before you leave.